What is going on, everybody? Jacob back with a brand new video, and we're starting this one off big. Now, if you watched last video, you know that we got 30 pallets, over $45,000 in estimated retail of new inventory. Finished that video up, and the last thing we recorded for it was actually yesterday. Today is Saturday, meaning we were open from noon to 5 today for our normal walk-in hours. And if you saw the video previous to last week's, which was a $5,000 goal couch flipping challenge video, in that video we shattered our personal record for most sales in one day, and we just absolutely obliterated that. And again, last week we made a total of $6,125 plus another $290 on some of the used stuff, so about $6,400. And today, yes, today, one singular day, we made $9,107.50. And I want to run through some of the things that we actually sold. We sold a 36-inch Blackstone for $250, a runner for $15. We sold someone a sectional for $1,000, as well as a table for $250. Someone else bought a Blackstone for $250, as well as an accent rug for $10. And then we had another customer who actually ended up buying a sectional for $850, the queen size bed frame for $400, and one of our patio egg chairs for $200. We had another sale of an accent rug for $10, as well as a bag of charcoal for $15, a sale for another table for $500. They also got a bag of charcoal for $15. We sold a set of women's apparel for $10. Someone else got a set with a matching L-shaped sectional for $450, as well as two of the Henrydon chairs. I don't know how to pronounce that brand, but they're swivel chairs. They bought those for a total of $300. So $300 for the chairs, $450 for the sectional. We sold one of our most popular sets, the Thomasville Tisdale 6-piece for $1,000. They also bought an area rug, with that being a combo deal, so that area rug was only $25, being 50% off. One of my buddies actually referred his sister to here. She ended up buying a couch for $600. We have two more sales of women's apparel for $20. We sold another dark gray Lowell, like I said, one of our more popular sets, for $1,000. Sold an accent chair for $200. Sold one of the fans that just came in for a total of $50. Then we had another big spender that bought one of the patio egg chairs for $200, as well as a patio bar set for $100, and a Sonos soundbar for $350. We sold our third Blackstone 36-inch for another $250, and then tying it all together, this was actually the first sale we made of the day, a sectional for $750, as well as a discounted rug for $37.50. Again, bringing our grand total to the $9,107.50, which, looking at this, it just blows my mind. And then obviously most of the sales are on card or made by card, but we had a bunch of cash sales here today too. We're gonna end the day here, get all closed up, and I will actually start running some more of the numbers here shortly. But we're gonna head home for the day, and I'll be back once we have either the pickups for all the couches or another showing. So stay tuned, because we might break another record this week. See ya. Alrighty, I am back, and as you may or may not be able to tell, we are looking a bit empty in here compared to how it looked just a couple days ago. Now, what you might have just seen was a sale we made for a couch table. They got a shelf, TV stand, and a rug. They were some pretty big spenders. They actually stopped by Saturday. Yes, it's been over a week. We haven't really recorded as much as I'd like to when it comes to the showings, more or less because a lot of the sales are being made on Saturdays now. And it's hard to pull the camera out when you have 5, 10, 15 people in here. And now, if you're curious why I am profusely sweating, it's because it's currently 95 degrees in this warehouse. We don't have any central AC. Hopefully here soon we're gonna get what's called a Porio Cool, and that'll keep the whole warehouse cool. But until then, we're working with the sweat. So those customers, they have to come back and get this TV stand here. Got it on dollies all ready for them. I want to go ahead and run through everything that we've sold since last time I talked to you. And don't mind the fan, we had to turn it on because I am hot. All right, so currently it is June 23rd, and I think the last time I updated you, we made, so it looks like the last time I updated you on sales was the 14th. It's currently the 23rd, and we have made quite a bit. So after not this last Saturday, but the Saturday before, June 14th, on the 16th, we made a single sale to one person for an Alexandria vanity and a floor mirror. Both of those totaled $400. Then on the 17th, we did make another sale for some patio chairs for $125. On the 19th, we ramped it up, had a pretty good day. We sold a set of nightstands for $250. The same person ended up buying a matching dresser for $350. And then that person's friend ended up buying a set of patio chairs for $125. We had someone stop by to look at something else. They didn't really find anything, but the husband saw one of our DeWalt fans that came in. He bought the 24-inch DeWalt fan for $75. Hopefully they end up coming back for a couch. We were kind of limited on our selection, and they didn't really find anything they liked, but they said they'll be back, so fingers crossed. And then that screen modular cloud couch that we talked about, I believe in the last video, we didn't get a chance to get that clean. Because it's been so hot in here, we haven't really come in here to work, because even just walking around, you're immediately sweating. And yes, we are in a heat advisory right now. It's like 100 degrees outside. But anyway, we didn't get a chance to clean it, so we did put as-is signs on there, as well as as-is pricing, and we got someone to buy it for $1,500. Normally it's a $2,500 couch. We sell it at about $1,800 to $2,000, but we sold it for $1,500. Didn't even have to do anything to it. And then moving on to June 20th, we sold one of the bathroom vanities for $200. Another one of our dressers for another $200. And if you saw the last video, we had a dining set in there that I really liked the style of, but the top was damaged. I'm actually surprised we did end up getting $350 for it. I really didn't think we'd get that much for it, to be honest. And now coming up to this last Saturday, June 21st, was surprisingly a pretty big day, even though it was extremely hot out. We started the day off with a discounted sale for one of our Thomasville Lowells. We gave them a little bit of an early 4th of July clearance sale. I also kind of know them, so I was like, you know what? If it locks down a sale, why not? We ended up selling one of those for $750. We sold one thing of women's apparel for $10. Then we sold another one of our stainless steel grills for $100, a discounted rug for $15, another set of patio chairs for $125. We sold an as-is Thomasville sectional for $850. That was another one that we just broke down like a day prior to Saturday. So we just threw the sign on there. It just needed a dry vac, but hey, $850. We finally sold one of our fancy leather couches up here up front for $500, and they even got a bag of charcoal for $15. We sold one of our DeWalt shop vacs for $25. We had a returning customer come back and buy another one of our patio egg chairs, meaning we only have one of those left. And then we have the person that's working on picking everything up right now. They bought a sectional table, fireplace, rug, and a storage rack, totaling $1,950. And then finally for the day, we ended up selling a large rug for $75, as well as another discount rug for $15. And then moving on to June 22nd, that was yesterday, we did lock down a sale for a brand new inbox sectional. That was actually picked up by our delivery guys earlier this morning. They paid over the phone. They didn't really come and look at it, so hopefully they are happy with it. But they did spend a total of $815 on one of the Thomasville Langdons with a storage ottoman, again, brand new inbox. And then today we had another returning customer that came back for another set of the patio chairs for a total of $125. Now after all of those sales, our total gross revenue so far for this month is $28,872.50. Meaning, if you watched the last video, we did hit the goal that I wanted to hit personally. However, there was a projected amount that I was hoping we could get to, which, I mean, we still have time. And so far this month, our daily average is $1,070. So there may still be a chance we can hit that $35,000 goal. So how are we actually going to go ahead and hit that goal? Now, obviously, we're looking a little thin on inventory over on this side, the center, and the main side with all of the sectionals, which is a good indicator that we need to order some inventory. So sometime this week, we are probably going to get another truckload, maybe two, which might put our profit margins back into the negative. But again, with expanding over to this other side, I don't expect to be positive for at least 3 months, especially since we just stocked up on a bunch of what I call filler sales. This is shelf stuff, small items that aren't really going to make you too much of a profit, but they fill the space. Now, like I said, I did give those people an early discount clearance for like early 4th of July sale, which is what we're going to be doing. We're probably going to discount everything in here quite a bit to try and completely empty out this warehouse and prep for more incoming inventory. And hopefully those discounts will shoot us up to that $35,000 projected / goal, I guess you'd say. But of course, since it's so hot, my camera battery's dying fast, so I might lose you. But I'm gonna be here for just a little bit longer, help them get this TV stand loaded up. I will see you in a minute when we have something new going on. See ya. Alrighty, we are back and we got something new going on. And by something new, I mean another sale. We were actually gonna set the camera up, get it recorded, but he showed up a little bit sooner than the scheduled time, which isn't much of a problem. But we did make another sale for this Thomasville Lowell right here for another $1,000. And with that sale, that brings our total gross revenue just shy of $30,000. We're sitting at $29,872.50, which technically I think puts us in about the $7,000 to $8,000 profit range so far this month. However, we did win a couple truckloads today, so we're dropping that back down to about $2,000 to $3,000. As you can tell, we don't have many sectionals left. We've started advertising our early 4th of July discount sales. That way we can advertise these cheaper, more discounted prices in hopes of clearing all of this out. And I don't know the exact amount, I'll throw it up on the screen here, but we did spend about another $4,200 on new inventory for at least some more couches and recliners and stuff like that. But because our rugs are also looking pretty thin, we did order another couple pallets of those. That ran us about $1,300. And the actual total will be right here. So yeah, so far we're sitting pretty good for the month, even though we just had to buy some more inventory. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to finish off the rest of the month in this video because I do have to get it uploaded. So we're going to finish it off here. Make sure to come back next time. I think we're going to do our big house reveal, our first property reveal in the next video, and we'll break down the numbers, the month's numbers and everything like that in that video. So again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.